Hello and welcome to the Banter Blitz show for today, November 23, Black Friday. Don't go for 15% off, there is 40% off if you want to go premium. Okay. Let's play some Blitz. And who is on? Michal Palitska. Okay. Probably terrible pronunciation, but let's get rolling. Got white. What do? I can go c4 for a change. Is everything fine? Let's check all this. I've got my t. One good thing about many English opening lines is that you can play like 10 moves without thinking, and you're still not in terrible shape then. I mean, I can pre-move d3 here, it won't be terrible. Or h3, or king h2, or bishop e3. This is a really, you can pre-move many things. The only thing, it would be bad if the other side knew that you are pre-moving, then you've got problems. Queen d2 is a very decent pre-move, only against trickery it wouldn't be so great. So let's think about this now for real. e5 wins the exchange, but I don't want to. Don't want to give up my best piece on g2, my potentially best piece, let's say. It is just very important in the long run, the bishop on g2. But he completely ignored control over d4, so I'm going to play d4 myself. Actually, it hasn't been asked in the German chat if I'm enjoying the World Championships or am I finding it as boring as 2016. It's actually not so easy for me to say. One problem is, or one issue, problem is the wrong word, is that I had many things on my plate in terms of my own work, and only now I'm actually having some time to watch the whole thing, and now it's basically, it's almost over already, so only 2 games left. So I don't have an extremely clear picture of some of the games, to be honest. I've seen all of the games, like very briefly, but I haven't watched a single game live, for example. Yeah, not a single one. I couldn't do it, just had no time on those particular days. It was a bit unlucky also, like last Sunday I had a match and so on. So it's a bit tough to say. I don't think it is as boring as 2016, which was like terribly boring. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really the kind of person who is generally condemning draws. It just is happening in modern chess that you have a very reasonably high draw rate. But yeah, no wins is very, is a bit, it's not much, yeah. And I think it would be very beneficial, let's say it would have been very beneficial if one of the players would have scored, of course. What I think is better than 2016 is that there's a little bit more variety in the openings. That's fine, I think. 2016 we had all those. Why is he allowing this? Oh, okay. We had all those Spanish openings with d3 and Italian game, and I mean, these are not very exciting to begin with, and I just felt that was really, it's giving me a piece here. Was that necessary? Could have gone to d7. Okay. Yeah, it was a very yeah, opening wise it was very There was no variety. And we had a bit more variety with the opening choices in this match, which was a good thing. So here, let's not blunder this knight. Crumdick student thinks that Carlsen will lose based on his body language. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I really cannot say what his body language is like. I haven't watched any game, which cameras or so. It's hard to say. Yeah, I mean, I think what seems to be the case, it's more what I read than what I'm concluding from watching interviews and so on. It feels like he's annoyed with himself that he's not able to play on that level that he had 4 years ago, let's say. Like 2014, when he had his peak rating, 2,480 something, yeah, he looked like yeah, just on the way to get to like 2,900. And he regularly was playing 3,000 performances, and it seems that he's really annoyed with himself that he's not able anymore to play on that level. And that can definitely be a psychological problem if you have this kind of mindset, like why am I not winning those good positions and so on. Yeah, by now this game is not difficult anymore. Yeah, thanks for the game, Michael Parlitska. Okay, so Gambit 7 is my next opponent. Yeah, I don't know, maybe Carlsen has some psychological issues. It's possible. Maybe he's annoyed, as mentioned, that he doesn't have this type of, yeah, this ability to convert all those positions anymore that he had 4 years ago. And that can be a factor. And it's also, I don't think it's so, yeah, not waiting the whole time. It's also simply a fact that if you are the world champion, your motivation is just less than yeah, getting there. The challengers has always does have more motivation, and I think Carlsen is not the type of person, it seems to me, who's so much yeah, trying to yeah, get to some or strive for goals that are more abstract, like getting the highest rating ever. He already has that, but yeah, things like that, or like staying #1 for, I don't know, 15 years or whatever. I don't think he's really after those kind of things. He wants to win games and tournaments, but this is not so easy to do ultimately if you don't strive for something really extraordinary that he, yeah, managed to do so in the past. Okay, I have no clue about this opening here with h6. Not a great expert, to put it mildly, in the open Sicilian. So here this classical Sicilian that my opponent has played is probably not a bad choice against me. Okay. Okay, what I'd like to do is to get the pawn to f5 and make his bishop look bad. But it seems like I'm getting there. Also threatening queen c4 here, so it's a bit difficult now for him to find anything decent. Okay, I'm just taking, and well, g7 is not good. Okay. Nah, no. You might play e6. You never know. It wouldn't be a great move, but rook ag1 is a bit of an embarrassment if really e6 is happening. Okay. Yeah, the black bishop on g7 is really a bad piece. And the rook, yeah, was a bad piece. Okay, thanks for the game, Georgie GPG. Okay, Storvy is here. Fabiano has shown some great preparation. You think so? I don't know. What preparation was particularly impressive? He got nothing in all the white games in the first three. I found the play against the Rossolimo extremely harmless, really. Extremely harmless. Okay, so I've got an exchange French here with bishop d3 and queen e2 check. And white is a little bit better in this position, just a little bit. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Caruana's preparation was bad or anything. I just think it's like, yeah, it's what you have to do there. You cannot go into such a match and be worse with white. He wasn't worse with white. But it didn't feel like he had much. But the same can be said. Yeah, the Sveshnikov games were interesting with knight d5. That is a line that is not seen that frequently, but it is not bad. And it's not theoretically so exhausted, I think. It's just more of a, yeah, let's get a game kind of line. So here, I've got the bishop pair and a minuscule advantage. Yeah, the pawn structure is symmetrical, but no, with the two bishops I can always claim a little something. Okay. Yeah, maybe bishop d6 then, and some f5 business. Okay, f5 you actually cannot play. That is good. Okay, f5 doesn't net much. Yeah, I need to improve the knight. Knight a5, okay, is a very direct threat. Okay, doesn't react to that. I mean, he has got knight d8, but I didn't feel that was a move that he was particularly keen on playing. Okay, yeah, it's still very solid him. Yeah, I got h5 now. Or maybe I can try to use this somewhere here, like on c8 or something, or b7. I mean, b7 is covered, but like, yeah, kind of bind him. Not certain that this is any good. Okay, a5 probably doesn't net much. And f5 is also not leading too much. Yeah, I need to regroup the knight. There is no way around that. I have to get it to d3 and potentially to e5. That is probably what I need to do. Knight e5. That would be a thing. If I mean knight e5, you cannot answer with f6. I'm not threatened. Okay, now he takes it. So interesting. I can also take with this, and I think I'm preferring that just because f5 now will get the pawns going. f5. Okay, now am I threatening something directly? Not sure. I can do many things slowly, but not sure if I have a direct idea. Okay, yeah, I got e6, and then knight d6. It's almost a Zugzwang. Almost a Zugzwang. I'm not sure. These kind of things are tricky. His knight has no square. I mean, no square. And now it's got a square. Oh, shoot. And then knight c6, knight e7. Ha! That's a shame, really. That's a real shame. Ah! Oh. Ah, that's a pain. I completely overlooked that idea. Yeah, I need to be careful. I might be worse here. Yeah? King e7, knight d6, and all of a sudden he's playing for a win. It's a bit funny, but... yeah, h6 is, but I cannot do that. It's just not a good move. Can I do that? I mean, it's at least something you can try. The knight is still not a really good piece, but oh. Yeah, I can go to c4. So here, and then to b5. Okay, so bishop e6, and then he pushes the g pawn. Yeah, but that I can take. He's got knight e4 as well. Okay, don't have time. Don't have time. Oh, I didn't see that. This is so quick, actually. Yeah, I was a bit lucky. Okay, thanks for the game, Stormy. That was very well played. I had not much, let's say, and probably was in trouble at some point. Okay, next game. Okay, I had to really look at the game and didn't look at the chat all that much. So there's a question. Good evening. Farah says that championship is not normal. 10 draws looks unnormal. Well, I am not sure that unnormal is the right way to put it. I mean, 2 years ago we had 10 draws out of 12 games. And I mean, Carlsen only lost the one game. He killed himself. Yeah, it was really impossible to lose this position that he had. And then Karyakin lost one in return. But that was also very drawish, a very drawish competition. And I don't know, unless you have two people playing in a World Championship match that are really completely polar opposites of one another in terms of playing style, I think that can happen again. I mean, it's not. I'm surprised that they have that many draws. I mean, yeah, but that they have a really high drawing percentage is very normal. I think it can turn completely different if somebody is scoring very early on. Then it can happen that there is more action. Okay, so here I need to cover b4, but I have to be aware that there is knight c5. On the other hand, sorry, queen b3, knight c5. He attacks my rook on a1. That's the thing after queen b3. However, I can take and maybe play c6. That's interesting. I'm planning to sacrifice the exchange. I bet it wasn't even necessary, now that I think of it. Okay, anyway, here I'm happy. The knight on a6 is a bit sidelined. And maybe I have a slightly better position, maybe. But black has ideas himself. He can go queen to b7, for example. And then go for bishop d8 to b6. Okay, that is already history, this idea. He played knight to f4. Okay. Yeah, I need this intermediate move and then play bishop back to f1. The bishop is best there anyway, looking at the b5 pawn. Yeah, this is probably completely fine for black. Yeah. Yeah, Magnus I think is a favorite in the tie breaks. Yeah, I'm very, very certain. Even if he's not in super extraordinary form, he is the better blitz and rapid player. Okay, f5. Yeah, I would like to take and play check, d6 check, but rook c6 is interesting. Yeah, but it's not going to be enough. Oh, well, interesting because of this checking idea, something like rook to c6. f5, very straightforward. Let's take it. Yeah, g3 would have taken on e4, and I don't really see much there. So let's see, queen to b7, I guess now. I think he will try to keep b5. I'm still not sure. I mean, I would love to take on e5, but it doesn't work, I think. It's always this bishop e6 intermediate move. I'm a bit surprised that he takes so long. Isn't queen b7 very normal? b5 is hanging here. Sorry. Or am I overlooking some... Okay. Didn't get that one. Why wouldn't you just keep the pawn? No, I don't think that if I would play King's Crusher in a match, we wouldn't play so many draws. Yeah, that is very, very likely. Okay, so let's get the b pawn on the road. My king side is a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit, yeah, I would like more defenders, let's say. But I don't see much attackers at the moment. That's really the case. Yeah, I don't care that he's attacking my rook. If I get pawns to b6 and c6, I would be quite happy. Yeah, I can take her. I will simply recapture. Yeah, that is true. Yeah. Yeah, I would like to do that. Take here, and then I want to keep the c6 pawn, but currently I don't see how. That's annoying. Okay, let's do that. Just want to get rid of that knight. That knight is annoying. Yeah. Now I was thinking knight e4. Knight e4. Should be possible to keep the pawns. I really just want to keep them. If I take again, I cannot play queen a4. That's annoying, really. Not so happy with this, but yeah. I have 33 seconds. So, oh shoot, I completely missed that one. Ah, that's annoying. That's super annoying, really. I would like to fully blockade. Okay, I managed that. Oops. It's all about time anyway. Doesn't matter about the position anymore. Yeah, I won on time. Ooh. Wow. Bishop b5 wasn't correct. Yeah, it was complicated, really. Yeah, thanks for the game, Athanasios Makris. Very complicated stuff. Okay, so JF Conesa from Spain. Let's get going. Tom Petty from the Netherlands asked, will there be a Kiss 1D4? Okay. Will there be a new Tom Petty album somewhere in the future? Okay, we got a, oops, got a D3. Early D3, Rui. Haven't played those structures for a while. Yeah, there will be Tom Petty albums. I mean, they probably have such a huge, he probably recorded lots of stuff that they can still release. I mean, Tupac has sold more albums dead than alive, so. Yeah, and on the same note, I am alive and will write the Kiss 1D4. Yeah, for sure. It's just a matter of time. I think next year is a good bet. Yeah, I'm going the Hollywood route. Yeah. Write sequels. Yeah, go for sequels. Kiss D4, the sequel. And at one point we will do Kiss 1D4 Reloaded. Yeah, maybe. A C4 is an odd move, yeah? What is the thing here with C4? I'm not sure. Tom Petty is asking if keep it simple D4 will be with D pawn special or regular D4 with 2 C4. This is not yet clear. I'm still I'm in that phase of a project where I'm just toying with ideas. I'm not just starting to write. I have this kind of time where I'm toying around with ideas. It won't be a London system repertoire or a Tory or something. No, that I can basically already confirm that it won't be something like that. Yeah, this is interesting. I can take this now, and it's not really super fantastic, but I kind of have to. I think I will definitely not go Tory London or something. I might go for move order ideas, let's say, where it is not like d4, knight f6, c4, and so on. Maybe some move order ideas. I don't know. It's still very early days. Yeah, white is perfectly fine here. I don't really have anything great going for me. Maybe I can, with some preparation, play f5. Okay, why is he giving me the a file? That's a bit surprising. Okay. I'm a little bit surprised what is going on here. Yeah, London or Berlin, yeah. That's, yeah, I don't know. Is it a coincidence that those two cities are somehow associated with those two cities associated with openings that are usually considered to be not super exciting? Okay, an interesting question by Tulial. What of my books should you get? The most accessible book that I've written, what's going on here? It's definitely Keep It Simple 1e4. The Petrov book is geared for more for higher rated audience. So I would rather recommend the Keep It Simple 1e4 if you're talking about a first book. That would be the one I think fits best. Okay, so I can check first of all. Let's do that. And now I don't want. How do I avoid a perpetual here? Can check me on g4. Yeah, it's not difficult. Not difficult to avoid the immediate perpetual, but it's still a little bit. My position is a little bit unharmonious. Okay, so I have a b pawn. What software? Oh, that's checkmate. Yeah, thanks for the game, GF Konesa. What software is used to type the printed chess books? Yeah, that is not so easy to say, probably. Tino 12, that's a high rating. What I mean, that's tough to say. I mean, I know what software is used in some way, because there are certain steps for producing a chess book. And one of the steps, the author has 2 steps basically that I can tell. That's not a secret. You analyze and write the chunk of the text, the most text, you write that in ChessBase actually, and that you then export into a standard word processing software like Word, or in my case I have used just OpenOffice. And there you improve some formatting, and ultimately it gets again put into yet another software by the publisher. And I don't know what they use. I assume it's some sort of desktop publishing software. I have no clue really what it is. That you would have to ask somebody who works for New in Chess or Quality Chess or whatever there is. Yeah, it wasn't a great move order that it shows there. I don't think WikiVows they use that one. But I'm really not in a position to tell. For me, basically, the whole thing is ended once I have the analysis finished. That's the first thing. And then the second thing I need to do is I have to decide where the diagrams are, things like that. I'm threatening c3 here, winning a pawn. At least a pawn, because he cannot take it, because the bishop takes h7. Yeah, d4 is somewhat controversial choice. Hello to Fuchsia. So do I go c4 here? Takes, knight takes. I don't know. Just bishop c4 is also just good, right? Why isn't that good? d4 is hanging twice, and white, how does he cover that? I don't see how. I don't see how. I got a really good viewer count here in the show. I'm really happy with that. Got quite some more viewers than usual. Friday shows were not that popular when I had them, and now we are on a Friday, and it's really busy. Around 200 viewers, which is in particular for a Friday is really good. Okay. Okay, so I won the pawn. Hooray! But how do we win the game now? That is the thing. Maybe switch over to the king side. I mean, it's not the most obvious way to play, but it looks quite attractive. I have got some attacking pieces, and it's not like he's got many defenders. So if I take, he's on f2, that is important. That is important. I can of course simply take on d5 and be much better. Yeah, this is probably right. So simply go for queen h6. Okie dokie. Yeah, queen h6, it's not winning immediately. Looks pretty bad. It's not winning though. Okay. Yeah, the rook on h4 is a little bit offside. Absolutely. Yeah. Nee, I dislike my rook h4 idea now. But the good thing is that I'm still up material, so I can really quite comfortably agree to trades. Queen e7 or something. There's rook f7. Yeah, the rook is not good there. It really isn't. Let's use it on this one. Queen takes a7. That was possible. Yeah, maybe I should have played it then, if that was possible. Yeah, I'm kind of annoyed that he has some activity here. How do I play this best? He's got no check. He's got f4, but that I can take. I could have taken on a... I could have taken on a7. Why is that possible? I think I can take it, huh? That's odd. Okay, so everything is covered, and I've got h5. That cannot be bad. Yeah. You're right. Kramnik says, focus on the game. It's a good opponent. That is true. I tend to be sometimes not so observant. So now he's got queen h8 coming. And that would be indeed some sort of perpetual. But I can go to g3, right? I can go to g3. Yeah, I've got this one though. I've got 19 seconds. Oh my god. That's bad. 19 seconds. He's really totally winning, but 19 seconds is not much. Okay, queen's off is helpful. Yeah, thanks for the game, Tino 12. Happy to have won that one. Okay, thanks a lot, Tino 12. Okay, who else? We have Doppelangriff. Doppelangriff. What is he doing there? It's not bad, e6 and b5. And yeah, what happened to the other 11 Tinos? And it's always a question, if somebody's called Tino 12. Yeah, well, some people are called like whatever and then 666, yeah, and you wonder what about the other 665 guys. Oh. Okay, yeah, let's take it. Oops. Maybe he was born in 2012. Nah, I don't think so. Somebody born in 2012 is not going to have 2,800 on Chess24. Nope, doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. Yeah, what am I doing? Oops, I don't want to move the queen. What am I doing here? A good one would be to just pile up on the a-pawn. I know it was a joke. I just tried to keep a straight face while talking nonsense. Okay, anyway, if I do that, I mean, I have a really nice center there, but he's got two outside connected passes, right? Outside connected, yeah, something like that. Let's see what I can do. I guess I should go for an immediate blockade. The black is better. I don't know. Maybe. It's definitely a tense position. Okay, so what is that? I'm winning the a-pawn. Yeah, it's not super clear. Yeah, the tickets for the World Championship match are insanely expensive, and you cannot even watch the whole games. It's completely ridiculous. That's one of the reasons why I did not attend. I've been to London, but I just didn't go there because I felt you cannot charge that much money and then you don't even allow them to watch the whole game. So I basically decided to boycott the whole thing, even though I was in London already, which makes it a bit sad, but okay, now I'm going back. So I ultimately won the 2 pawns there. Okay, I can check and send him back, but it doesn't help all that much. It's easiest to just go to f3 and then use the rook from the back. Like from the back, from behind, let's say. There's many pawns that I can still attack. Rook endgames are always a draw unless you have got 3 extra pawns. 3 is a lot. Okay, thanks for the game. Doppelangriff, double threat or double attack. Okay, yeah, many new guys here. I think really there are some new premiums around, and the viewer count is now clearly above 200. So BR. Yeah, let's go for Petrov once again and try to press water out of stone. Ah, he's giving me a piece. Okay. The Cochrane gambit. This is one of those gambits. I mean, it's not good, but it's also not losing straight away. Knight c3. Oh, shoot. Yeah, the Cochrane Gambit is not great for white, but it's also not losing immediately. It's one of those things, I mean, yeah, you can, with white you can play that in a, as a surprise weapon. I think you really can. Okay. He played a somewhat odd move order. He played a somewhat odd move order here. I don't think white has much fun. I really don't. This is, unless you have fun fishing for compensation in some weird position. I really didn't do it all that bad, well, I have to admit. I already have done something wrong. Yeah, Kramnik had this against Topalov, yeah, in 1999, I think. 1999? Something like that, late 90s. And Kramnik could have gotten a huge advantage in the opening, but he made a wrong rook move at some point. Something that was not obvious at all. It was just something that nowadays the engine points out immediately and says, okay, black is clearly better. But it's something that for a human player was not all that obvious at all. That's not a good move. What was I thinking? Yeah, maybe I can play it. I mean, I have the idea to play like against f4. What? What is that? f3 is strange. I mean, he really feels like he's in no rush. White is a piece down. He plays that in a very relaxed fashion, like nothing happened. White is still material down. Okay. Yeah, I don't really care that much. I just sometimes wonder, okay, what exactly was the point? What's happening here? Yes, check on f4, but it doesn't really matter. Could do better ask, what is the optimal first move? What do you have a suspicion what the answer is? Yeah, well, on a purely mathematical level, all the main lines I think are draw, for sure. Chess is very likely a drawn game, like purely mathematical. I mean, yeah. Not that we shouldn't play anymore or anything, but just by mathematics, it's certainly a draw. And yeah, and then it doesn't really matter what you play if it's a draw. The practical relevance is not high, for this kind of question. Let's say you have to play, you should play what you are comfortable with, and this can be basically any good mainline first move. Even offbeat stuff can be played. The only thing you cannot play is like really bad lines, yeah, that you shouldn't do. Like 1g4 or something, that's too much. But everything else, which is kind of mainline-ish, is fine. c4, d4, knight f3, g3, all these things are perfectly okay, of course. So let's get rid of the queens. Yeah, it's. I thought that's what you meant, like a mathematical suspicion. I mean, of course, you cannot really be certain. Yeah, we can only, yeah, suspect, speculate. Yeah, what could be best. But if everything is a draw, probably except the really terrible moves on move 1, then it doesn't matter what to do. Yeah, no, I'm just winning in this position. Technically speaking, I'm just winning. I've got the piece, and he's got just nothing. He's got 2 pawns, but this is not enough. Yeah, do I take it or what do I do? I should have probably played this a bit differently. It's a little bit annoying. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. I had rook d7 thing. Okay. That was a big mistake that I've allowed this. I shouldn't have done that. It was easily avoidable, of course, and then I'm winning quite simply. It helped a bit, but I think it was winning again. Okay, yeah, thanks for the game, BRBR. Brr, 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 something like that. Okay, so Capora Lorti. There are many new opponents, so I'm sorry if I'm not taking challenges that by players who have played me before. I just want to also get new people in the action, and there are really a lot. Yeah, I've got tons of challenges by players I have not played before, so giving everybody an opportunity to play, even though I'm not getting accepted here, or let's say I don't get a reply, so I can always challenge again. I've got so many opportunities here to play. Henry is also a new guy. Tom Petty asks if I have a powerful PC for my analytical work. No, actually not. What I'm doing is I have a fairly... Now he's not playing, he's around the whole time. I'm using for, let's say, normalish looking positions where I don't think you need extra, yeah, I'm not waiting here the whole time. If you don't need, if I feel you don't need a superhuman computer powers, yeah, I use my notebook, which is rather good. It's a good quad-core notebook. But if it is somewhat complicated, let's say, and that happens often, I simply use the engine cloud that ChessBase has. where you can hire machines that are a lot stronger than anything that you can put at home. 80 core, whatever they have. I have thought about getting very powerful hardware for my projects, but I really feel it's not necessary really if you can use these cloud engines. It doesn't really make sense, really. At least for me, yeah. I mean, it's certainly a viable idea, but I think I'm doing okay. I've thought about it. I mean, you can easily nowadays get 64 cores at home. Yeah, things, I'm not sure how things will be going with all the new engine types. Alpha 0 was the first. Now we've got this Lila 0 engine, and this is a different thing. Yeah, they compute on the GPU, not CPU, and things are just a bit different there. It's what I gather, and maybe things change then, but you need something else, or you need other clouds or whatever. Yeah, now I'm trying to use my knights there. There are quite some good squares. Okay, so knight c2, winner wins an exchange. I will do that. Take the exchange and jump right in for rook e3. That would be nice to get. Yeah, well, rook e3. I got it discovered. Attack coming again. I don't have a good one. That's a good knight jump. Against Sergei Rachmaninov. Thanks for the game, Sergei. Yeah, probably is. I don't know. While playing this game, playing some Rachmaninov works in the background. Oh, got an opponent here called Latvian Gambit. Yeah, I was always thinking that I would probably get a powerful PC again when the Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, but it looks like they will take ages to do that. There's been speculation that it could be like 2024 or something, like in 6 years. That would be crazy. But yeah, I really hope they are a bit quicker there. Okay, the friggin' Latvian Gambit. I always keep forgetting the lines. I mean, it's just complete rubbish, of course. But I completely forget what the right line is. Like this one. I mean, white is just winning, right? What's going on here? Am I not winning? I got this one. Am I tricked here? Oh no, I'm not tricked, right? This is just, I'm just a pawn up here. I don't understand it. Svidler lost against the Latvian. Oh my god, that's a bad day in the office. Yeah, I mean, well, I mean, you can play lots of rubbish in blitz chess. It's really the case. Yeah, you have to just admit that. And the Latvian, it's entirely wrong if you do it in a classical game. It just doesn't work. But yeah, in a blitz game, you can do many things. Maybe I'm blundering stuff here while giving b2 away. Don't quite believe that you can play chess like black does, but it's blitz. So this one, what am I missing here? I don't know what I'm missing. I'm just playing knight c7 next and win the rook, yeah? What is the trickery here? I don't get it. Queen takes d4, okay. Yeah, I don't have a good bishop move. c4, there's knight e4. Yeah, which also shouldn't work, but this one. Oh. Very odd. Yeah, I'm a rook up. I'm a rook up. It's a bit murky. It's still murky. Okay, so if I take here, what's going on? I'm fairly confident that I'm winning with a rook up with queen straighted. Okay. He's not impressed. How do I get this out? Probably not that easy, at least. Yeah, the main danger here is that I'm talking too much and then lose on time. Bishop b7, no, okay. Don't want him to give this him this so easily. Yeah, come on, I'm sacrificing. No, I have f5. I have to take f5 first. This is how those people win points, really, with completely idiotic moves by the opponent. I have to take this first, and then it's just over. Can you believe this crap? Oh, shoot. That's just not believable, really. Knight c5. I just take c8 and he resigns, yeah? Unbelievable crap, sorry. This is the kind of person I would like to challenge to a match and then get all of his rating points down to 1000. Okay, that was the one the one rant that I need, and then it's all fine. I mean, it's totally ridiculous, really. The Latvian is the most terrible opening ever. He's still lost, yeah, even after all this idiotic moves that I played. Okay. Whew. Yeah, I mean, the draw is terrible, yeah? But what can you do? Okay, anyway. Who's next? I knew when I was taking this challenge by Latvian Gambit that it could be terrible. Okay, so is there anybody around who has not played me? Störtebeker I have played, I'm very certain. F. Monterey, that's a new one, right? And let's take this one. Why is this a draw? Yeah, helpmate is still possible. Probably it's tough to program this. There's a request for B33. So you want a Sveshnikov, right? I can try. But we don't have that many opportunities left to just like... No, not playing. Schmalzi something? I'm just going to take this. Schmalzi. Yeah, B33 I can try with white, yeah, but what are they doing there? You should reply, really, if you're black. It's one of the basic ideas of the game. Alexander K. You don't need to know much to refute the Latvian. Just take it and win. It's easy. I mean, I thought it was fairly good until I gave him a piece and made it difficult. I think for the Latvian Gambit I have one page in my book, and it's completely enough. I mean, I could look it up. I mean, I think I have one page. More is really too much. Where do I have that actually? It's actually on page 12. The Latvian is a little bit less than a page. Yeah. Okay. What is Alexander doing here? Playing retro chess. Knight b1. Really? Okay. So knight c7 is something I have to stop. What is my book called? That's easy. I always have some around. Yeah, now white has one problem. I'm threatening a6, and I really don't see how he stops that. The knight has absolutely no square. Der Henkter says he wants to get my book at Weißensee in January. Yeah, make sure to watch out or yeah, stay tuned to my channel and other resources. I will be in Weik for one day at least, and we will do some book signing and things like that. I'm not sure yet about the exact day. Something like January 11, January 12, something along these lines. So if you want to meet me and you're from the Netherlands or something close by, come to Weik. I'm really not certain yet. I know that it will be around that time at the start of the tournament. This tournament I think starts on the 12th and I'll be there on the 12th, maybe 11th, not sure. Yeah, so here I'm a piece up. Why is my session late? This is not a late session. Half an hour later. It's the normal time. It's a normal time, really. Okay, so Alexander K. There's a world champion who smashed up his hotel room after losing a game. Oh, I'm not aware of that story. It sounds fun. Who was that? I would have also thought maybe Alekhine. Okay, I can take on b2 because king takes, there's knight takes e4, check. And okay, didn't want that to happen. Yeah, one thing that you really have to say about the World Championship match and in top level chess in general. And nowadays, I mean, those people, basically all of the top players, they are so awfully nice guys. I mean, like really, I mean it. They are just generally friendly, well-spoken, yeah, and so on. And I mean, this is really something that somehow also translates to the chess. Yeah, it would be really funny to have somebody who is just not caring at all about anything and just be, yeah, let's say controversial. Yeah, it would be also funny at some point. Yeah, have them, I don't know, rack up the press conferences. I mean, you don't have to spit at government papers like Fischer did, but yeah, you can do something fun now and then. Anyway, we are close to the end of the show. I would gladly take a bullet challenge. Yeah, one bullet challenge would be cool. I mean, I actually think it's nice that they are well-behaved people, but it would be also fun to have a real bad guy. Yeah, somebody you can really hate. Yeah, with like, ugh, okay, what an awful person. Yeah. Okay, yeah, they've got one. Elioladi was the first one. Yeah, bullet chess, not my forte. I haven't played much bullet recently. It is a fairly good line for black, of course. Will I drop in and play Grishuk? When does he play? Tomorrow or something? It would be cool, right? I should try. I should also make sure that I'm, oops, they give me a rook there, that I'm not losing on time this bullet game. Wow, okay. This pawn is dangerous. Queens. Oh. Yeah, I'm not losing on time, buddy. I don't do that. And mate. Yeah, thanks for the game, Eluliadi. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's really a really bad guy there. Yeah, you have some questionable things now and then, but I mean, you don't have, who's a real bad guy? I don't know. In other sports, who was a real bad guy? I don't know. Even John McEnroe I kind of liked. I mean, he was always, yeah, insulting people, but it was kind of funny at least. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the Banter Blitz show. I will definitely be on next week. However, the day and time is not yet sure. The starting time is usually okay, but normally we would be on Wednesday, and it's not clear because that is the potential tiebreak day. We will definitely know on Monday how things work out, and then we'll see if we can move to a different time or go to a different day. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to do this show while while the two guys in London are battling. I mean, I really want to see that one. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. I'll be back next week. Bye bye.